Hi everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Wednesday night. I don't normally jump on Wednesday nights, but as I was explaining last night, I'm going to move my mystery / technique night over to Wednesday night, at least through the summer, because I have an event going on Thursday nights. So hopefully that works. It's a little earlier than normal because I am out and about on Wednesday night. I have a meeting at 7 o'clock tonight as well. So I wanted to make sure I came live and didn't miss out. So maybe that's easier for some people, and I recognize that some people may be having dinner. So we'll see how this works, and we'll play it by ear over the summer. Hello, I'm not sure who's commenting, but thank you for joining me. Don't forget to go out to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission so I can actually see who's commenting. All right, so tonight it's a mystery challenge, and I posted the tic-tac-toe earlier this morning. So hopefully you grab some supplies and you know what you're doing. So how tic-tac-toe, if you've never done one before. Hey, Catherine, I guess it's time for a new, yeah, you're right. How tic-tac-toe works. I love doing tic-tac-toes. It just kind of gives you all sorts of options. And if you're ever stumped, just Google tic-tac-toe challenge for cards and you'll find all sorts of them out there. And maybe it'll give you some inspiration on how to make a card or some ideas. So what you do is you choose one line vertically, horizontally, or diagonally and make a card. Hey, Dawn, welcome, and Tim. And so today I'm going to choose the very left vertical line. That's flowers, blue, and fancy fold. I debated. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use the Sentimental Park stamp set bundle from this, and one of the new in colors. So this is the tic-tac-toe, and I realize that that's really small and you're probably not going to be able to see it. But there were all sorts of choices on here. So I'm choosing this line here, flowers, blue, fancy fold. You could have done flowers, embossing ribbon. I debated about that one. Actually, mine actually follows that one as well. I also debated about throwing blends in there. And I could have done the middle one, but anyway, or blending. I'm using my blending brushes, but lots of choices for you on this fancy fold or on this tic-tac-toe challenge. All right, so this is Sentimental Park. I love this stamp set. There are dies with this as well. I'm not using the dies. I'm just using this for the sentiments. It's a great sentiments. You can do all sorts of combinations of sentiments with this as well as the flowers. This is the Petal Park bundle. So it is a punch bundle, and you guys know how much I love punches. So you get the leaves and then the flowers that you can cut out. It's two-step stamping, just so pretty. Okay, so that's what I'm using. Now, I'm also throwing in one of the new in colors. So this is boho blue, and I just realized I forgot my boho blue ink, so I'll have to grab that. Find it. Where is it? Boho blue. No. Oh. Well, my boho blue has gone walkabout. Where do you suppose it has gone to? Well, I don't know where my boho blue is gone. So we're going to use Misty Moonlight, or maybe we're going to use Night of Navy. Maybe we'll use Night of Navy. Oh, I know where my boho blue is. I grabbed it early. No, Catherine, we actually don't, if that's you saying hopefully okay now, it's not, but I'm sure you'll fix it. All right, so there's the boho blue ink pad. I'm also using Lemon Lolly and Lost Lagoon. So lots of, these are two of the returning, this is a returning color. We've seen this before. And then Lemon Lolly is the new yellow that we have. All right, I'm going to make a joy fold card. So that's my fancy fold. I'm using flowers and blue. So there we go. That's the line. So I've gone ahead and cut out. So this is the card base. So I've cut this to be, I've forgotten already. If you've ever made a joyful card, they are one of the easiest. So 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 2 3/4. And then I've cut a second piece that is 3 inches by 8 1/2. And then I've scored it at 4 1/4. So what a joyful card is. So we've got our card base that goes like this, and then this piece fits and it folds like this. So when you open it, you have kind of this effect. And you can do all sorts of decoration on this one. You can put designer series paper. I'm actually going to use basic white. So it's going to be kind of a boho blue and white. And I've done some embossing already. This is the, hey Lynette, the Country Blossoms embossing folder. This is from the Countryside Inn suite from the new catalog. And I just really love this. So we're going to have, there is an up and down on this. The flowers definitely are right side and wrong side up. So you kind of have to watch. So I'm going to have that there and that like that. I think this will just be a really pretty, pretty color. It kind of is like the Countryside Inn suite. All right, so I've already got this scored at 2 3/4. So just use your bone folder to give it a really good burnish, and the same on this piece. Okay. All right, but before I adhere my second card base, the mini card base, I'm going to put a piece. So this is just basic white, and it's cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. Hey, Joey. And I'm just going to adhere this on the inside of my card. My poor adhesive hasn't recovered from the lid being left off of it. All right, there we go. All right, so when you position this one, I kind of like to just kind of get it into position, and I put it kind of equal distance from the left and right side and equal distance from the top and bottom. So I'm just going to use liquid glue on this one. It'll give me a little bit of a chance to wiggle it around. And I tend to just kind of take it and position it without pressing it down. And then I can kind of move it around while the ink or the glue is still tacky. There we go. So we've got our card base. This, like I said, this is one of the simplest fancy folds to make. And then I'm going to take and just adhere these on. Now, as I said, this embossing folder has tulips in it, so these tulips, make sure the stem's going down. And I like to use liquid glue when I do use an embossing folder because it gets just into the nooks and crannies. I did have to turn this and do them separately. I was going to try and do them together. There we go. But one has to go one way and one the other way. And so, like I said, this embossing folder is definitely directional, but it's just so pretty. And the Countryside Inn, actually, there is one piece of designer series paper in it that you can emboss with this, which is really cool. So these two, this suite, this Petal Park, is the suite that I'm using for the monthly card club this month. And I actually have one kit left if anybody is interested in it. So either in person or by mail. So you get half a pack of the designer series paper, the Regency Park, this embellishments and some ribbon, the navy ribbon. I can't remember what the embellishments are, but anyway, I have one kit left if anybody's interested in that for April. Okay, so now let's do some stamping. I do have one piece. Is that the piece? That's the piece for the inside. So let's just put that in there so I don't lose it. And then we'll do some stamping. I hope I have enough basic white here. Probably I'm going to have to grab another. All right, so we're going to grab some blocks. So we'll just flop that down. As I said, it's 2-step stamping. So, you know what, I said I wasn't going to use the sentimental park, but there are leaves here. So I think I'm going to use the leaves from the sentimental park, and we'll just put leaves behind. And then we'll use the thanks. I always make lots of thank you cards. If you ever find these photopolymer stamps kind of are crooked or kind of curved, just kind of flop it down on your grid paper or on your counter, and then pick it up with the block. You'll find that you probably will be able to get it straight, if that makes sense. Sometimes, especially words, they can be a little crooked. All right, so I'm going to go to stamp the outside of my flowers in boho blue, and then we're going to stamp the inside in this lemon lolly. This lemon lolly is so pretty, but it is very well, let's see, I'm going to say it's very bright. So I'm not sure whether it'll calm down as it gets used, but it feels very bright to me. I thought it was quite a lot more subtle than it is, but it is quite a bright color. And then while we're here, we're going to stamp the leaves in Lost Lagoon. I'm going to need another piece of basic white. Let's grab some basic white. I should have a supply of basic white over here, but sometimes I don't. All right, so we're going to stamp another set of the flowers. So I'm covered. Closed my ink pads up. So they are very easy to line up, these flowers, which makes it nice. There we go. You know what? I'm going to stamp that again. This one, for some reason, when I looked at it, it was kind of smudged. So let's stamp a second set of flowers on this one. Not sure why. I love blue and yellow together. There we go. All right. Now there is a die for these leaves. I don't have it handy, so I'm going to just fussy cut the leaves. And so I just need the thanks. There we go. All right, I think I have everything too. So let's take and we will punch out the flowers. Yep, that's the one. I love punches. It just makes my life so much easier. There we go. Flowers. And okay. There we go. Don't know if I'll use all these flowers, but we will definitely use some of them. All right, now let's just take and fussy count. Hey, Donna, welcome. I could grab the die for the sentimental park, but I made a bunch of cards for a swap for an event I'm going to, and it was using the sweet citrus, and I had to make 20 cards, and I just ended up fussy cutting all of the leaves for it because I had already cut out so much and embossed so much. I was kind of tired, and that was just it. I don't know. Fussy cutting for me is somewhat mindless, so I just kind of sit and I find it easier. Hey, Pam, welcome. Oh, and Darcy, welcome. Hopefully the weather's okay in Winnipeg. Hopefully you're getting spring. Although a friend of mine from Regina posted today and they had snow. I hope you guys didn't. It was kind of a rainy day here. Although I heard on the island, Campbell River, which is north of where I live, had snow. It's April. It's the middle of April. It's not supposed to be snowing anywhere. All right. All right. Now we're ready to put our card together. So my plan is to have that go there, and then we can just do some arranging of these flowers. Spread them around a little bit. And something like that. So let's put some dimensionals on the back of the flowers, and then we can kind of figure out where they're going to go. And then I'll put some ribbon. We haven't had snow. Oh, it's coming. Oh gosh. That's not good. I looked on the forecast last night here. Now, for those of you who don't know where I live, it is on Vancouver Island, and I don't know, most people in Canada kind of think we have it easy here because it is very, if you know Seattle weather, then our weather is a lot like Seattle. And so I looked at last night on the forecast, and there was actually snow on the forecast here, but we didn't get it. So I don't know, that just seems wrong. It's my other flower. There it is. So I'm just kind of arranging these flowers, and then I will stick, just kind of trying to be cautious of where that thanks sentiment is going to go. It'll go like that. Okay, I still have room for it. And maybe like that. Okay, and then we'll put this on. So I'm probably gonna have to use mini dimensionals on this one. So if you haven't got your order in today, don't forget, free shipping today until one day only on orders of over $100 or more. And you have until, I think it's 11:59 Mountain tonight to get your order in. So it's a great deal, great time to stock up on cardstock, adhesives. The prices actually are going up in the new catalog of some of the things. So some of the basics like cardstock and adhesives, it's a great time to stock up on it. There we go. I'm kind of feeling like it's a little bit big. These leaves are a little bigger than what I was. Oh, good. Put yours order in. Good. I got my order in too today. All right. Now, I was going to do some ribbon. Now, this is the boho blue textured, I think it's called textured ribbon. So this is the new in color ribbon. It comes in all of the different in colors. I think it's hard. I'm finding it hard to tie a bow with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to wrap it around like this. And I think I'm just going to tie a single knot. So this is the side. So when this folds over, it won't be in the way if I push this right over to the edge. Like that. Pushing it, trying to push it over to the edge. There we go. All right, now I need an extra finger. So I'm gonna reach for my these amazing tweezers. These come with the embossing additions kit, and they make a great extra finger. So I do have to play with this ribbon a little bit more because it's definitely thicker, and I'm not being able to tie a bow as easy as I'd like to be able to with it. So there we go. All right, so we'll just tie a knot. It does fray, so if you want it to fray, you can certainly make it fray, but I'm thinking I want to. So as you pull it, it can fray. There we go. Okay, now we need to do the inside of our card, and then we'll put some embellishments on. So let's just do the flowers. Hey, Kathleen, welcome. Or let's do some of the flowers on the inside. I'm not going to do all of them, just kind of like that. And I'm not going to color them yellow. I'll just do the outline. It's interesting, my boho blue on the front, because I've mixed blue and green, blue and yellow together, has turned green, and it looks very much, and you may not be able to see it, it looks very much like the Lost Lagoon. Yeah, very interesting, not expected. Oh, and then I twisted my, darn, I twisted my ribbon. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to get this undone. I've got a twist in the back. Of course, so focused on being able to tie a knot. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that afterwards. I will fix that twist because that's going to really bug me. All right, now these are the in color dots. So these are all of the in colors that we have got coming in the new catalog. So it's really hard to see. Pebbled Path, Wild Wheat. So what's a test? Moody Mauve or Moody Mauve, depending on where you live, Copper Clay, and then Boho Blue. So let's use some. My cast is gone. Yes, I've been without my splint for since towards the end of January, I guess. And my wrist is getting much better. Oh, that looks so pretty. Now, normally I have uneven numbers of embellishments and uneven numbers of flowers. Didn't really think that through, but we will put an embellishment on each of the flowers just because I think it looks pretty. And there we go. There is a Joyful card, blue with flowers, based on the Tic-Tac-Toe challenge. So you're seeing some of the new product from the new catalog. So some of the new colors, some of the new products. I can't wait. Hopefully you're excited about it too. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm glad some of you were able to join me today. Even though I've switched it up, so don't forget, starting this week, it'll be on Wednesdays through this, at least the summer, at 5 o'clock Pacific. Let's see. Thanks, Darcy. Now, Saturday, I will not be live, and I will not be doing my Stampin' Chat because I'm at a stamping event, Stampin' Up Canada event in Nanaimo. And so I will see you live on Sunday at 12 noon. So hopefully you can join me then. And then don't forget, if you haven't put your order in, you still have a few hours, well, maybe 6 or 7 hours here on the West Coast to get it in. So make sure you get it in by midnight Mountain Time. So you still have some time. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great evening. Happy stamping.